snags. The underdog, the legend in his own mind. Jaybeazt, dropping memes and bringing heat. Jaybeazt, stream is starting, pull up a seat. Breaking news, trailers dropped. I react and maybe sound a bit shocked. New game hype, I got the tea. Call of Duty, Battlefield, come watch me. Not a big shot, just starting out, but I'll hype your chat and hype my clout. My aim's kinda bad, my joke's kinda worse, but at least I never stream with rehearse. Jaybeazt, underdog with gamer streak. Jaybeazt, laughs, reacts, chaos you seek. Warning. Jaybeazt, you may mispronounce your favorite game. Please remain calm. Chat's alive, memes flying fast. I may fail, but it's always a blast. Subscriber hype, not just some friends, but the fun and chaos never ends. Reacting, chatting, sometimes I play, even if I die in the first 5 minutes. Hey, new game breakdown, I'll nerd out loud, making jokes, looking goofy, maybe proud. Jaybeazt, underdog, but bringing fire. Jaybeazt, lo-fi beats, memes, and satire. Who's in chat? Beast back. What's the game? Total snack. Level up? Maybe not yet, but we laugh, we hype, you won't forget. Achievements, sure, but I miss a lot. Glitches, bugs, rage quits I've caught, but while the pros are flexing loot, I'm here, underdog with style and cute. Streaming news, trailers, reactions too. Sometimes I even know what I'm doing, kinda true. Chat laughs, memes fly, and everyone's hyped. Welcome to Jaybeazt, the underdog is live tonight. Jaybeazt, underdog, chaotic streak. Jaybeazt, gaming news, laughs, you seek. Not a pro, but never weak. Caution, Jaybeazt may mispronounce your famous pronounce it game, or make you laugh uncontrollably. Stream starting now. The fifth out.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining the Tuesday stream. We finally made it to the new week. I know I'm supposed to be doing one on Monday, but like I said last week, I have shuffled my days around a little bit, so now it's going to be Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday as usual. And every other day, I kind of plan to do a Battlefield stream, but I haven't, to be honest, I haven't been able to stick to my schedule as much as I hoped. But starting tonight and also tomorrow, I will be streaming Battlefield as much as possible, I promise. But it'll be separate from our usual just chatting gaming news segments. So you can expect this to go for about an hour or something. I don't know. For those who are interested to, chat about gaming news and leaks and rumors and all that kind of stuff, tune in. We can have fun talking about that. But yeah, I have actually been playing quite a lot of Battlefield, which I told you that I would. I've been playing actually quite a lot. I think I've reached level 28 so far. It's a very slow progress. It doesn't you don't level up as quickly as you normally would in other certain FPSs. So if you're used to leveling up pretty quickly, you're not gonna get that here, my friend. It's gonna take a while, and even unlocking stuff attachments for your guns, it takes a while. But it's all in good fun. And I think I found Conquest generally to be the mode to play to level up quicker, which is my favorite mode also. So been playing quite a lot of that with my buddy Javed. If you're lurking, shout out to you, my boy. And I'm gonna go back join him again after this gaming segment. So let's jump right in. Speaking of Battlefield 6, we do have just it's not news or anything, but it's just the article that I saw on Insider Gaming posted by Sam Sepiol, and if you see, I hope you see what I'm saying. You do? Okay, cool. First of all, before I move on to all of this, I feel like I'm gonna have to turn some settings off because I was editing a HDR video and oh my god, it just stuffed up everything. Okay, all right, HDR. Yeah, so I turned on HDR for my monitor, which must be affecting how it appears to you. So I'm gonna turn that off. There you go. Much better. Much better. All right, cool. Well, Battlefield 6, right? Battlefield 6 campaign tells you to uninstall when you're done. Yeah, I know. Exactly what I thought when I saw it as well. I mean, that's brilliant. That's actually quite brilliant. You don't need to do that. I mean, if you really want to uninstall it, you would uninstall it. People do that if they don't have a lot of space. Battlefield 6 is not a big game. It's already only like 80 gigs, including multiplayer and campaign. Or even 75 gigs, so not even 80. So, yeah, it prompts you to apparently uninstall once you play the campaign. I haven't touched the campaign at all yet, so I don't know if this is if this happened or not, so I didn't find out. But yeah, it's pretty cool that they do that, man. It's really cool. This is what they say. Let me move this down a little bit. There you go. And make it a little bigger so you can see me. Cool. Yeah, here it says Battlefield 6 campaign offers players an uninstall button once they have finished it. Isn't that cool? That's pretty cool, isn't it? And yeah, EA's highly sought after FPS title Battlefield 6 has finally released. Well, yeah, it's just saying that. Spotted by The Gamer, a post by Bob Network UK on X reveals that Battlefield X 6 campaign screen will replace the usual button with an uninstall button once the player has completed the game mode. The original poster stated that players can continue playing and completing challenges if they don't want to uninstall the mode, as it still features mission select. Still, many players might be happy to be offered that option once this game mode has been completed. Yeah, there you go. That's what it shows. It shows the uninstall button, which is pretty thoughtful, I think, because yeah, apparently it's like only 5-hour campaign or something. It's not that long, so if you just got done playing the campaign, which apparently is a solid 5 out of 10 game, according to IGN, yeah, you'll be happy to uninstall it because the multiplayer is what you're here for. I think pretty much most of us who bought Battlefield is here for the multiplayer, no questions asked. I don't think anyone even worried about the campaign at this point, you know what I mean? Like the sole focus has been on the multiplayer. It always was. So, but I do know there are a lot of people who really want the campaign and like they enjoy the Call of Duty campaign every year. And before Battlefield 6 came out, when they used to put out games, lastly 2042. I don't think 2042 had a campaign, but it did. The fact that it didn't have a campaign put off a lot of people, and there were a lot of people like calling them out for it too, because Battlefield always came with a campaign. But I guess the landscape shifted quite a bit since then. Like since before COVID, I reckon. That people are just happy to get a solid FPS online shooter rather than a half-assed campaign anyway. Like campaign doesn't even matter at this point. Like people just here for the multiplayer, I reckon. I think yeah. Anyway, but yeah, for those who wanted to play the campaign, you have the option to play it and then uninstall it. It's not a big deal, but it's very thoughtful. It's very thoughtful when we kind of these days we're living in a world where when you have to play an FPS, you have to reserve quite a lot of storage space. And if you're on PC, that probably doesn't matter. You probably have plenty of storage. But if you're on console, which comes with default certain amount of storage, which is I think like 800 gigabytes for PS5 for an example. I think it comes with 1 terabyte now, but still, it's once it takes up the UI, it's less than one TB. You have to let go of quite a lot of space just to play one game. Although, to give points where it's due, Call of Duty did recently patch the whole storage space issue. I think from memory, I think they did. Yeah, didn't they? Yeah. They rolled out an update that reduced the space that took, which is, I guess, is good. I think they're going in the right direction finally, because they finally have some competition, right? Anyway, I thought I'll start with that because I thought that was interesting, tiny little news, which is a complete win for Battlefield again. Complete win for Battlefield. I think they just took it home this time, man. There's not even a question about that at this point. Anyway, do you guys remember Marathon? Yeah, for those who has no idea, Marathon is supposedly the next game from the makers of Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. And the legends also say that they once used to make Halo games before I think 343 Industries or Halo Studios took over. But yeah, Bungie were the original creators of Halo. They moved on from Xbox and went on to make Destiny for basically Sony, because Sony now owns them. Which also was a massive success, and it's still going on to this day, quite well actually. Just a little bit of history with Destiny. When Destiny 1 dropped, Destiny 1 was actually a paid game. I have myself bought Destiny at full price to play it, and then they released Destiny 2, which I think they made it a free-to-play game. They moved on to a free-to-play model, and then they released Destiny 2, which kind of replaced Destiny 1 and became the game to play. And it's been going on all these years, and it was a huge success. And now, the reason why I mentioned that is because the part of the reason why Destiny 2 went on to be a huge success for I think like over a decade, or maybe close to a decade. When did Destiny 2 release to? Let's say Destiny 2 release date. Yeah, it's 2017. So 2017, it's been just well over half a decade, and yeah, close to a decade. I can't do math. Anyway, the thing is, Destiny 1 released in 2014, and then Destiny 2 released in 2017. They have done quite well for themselves, and part of the reason why that happened is because they moved on to a free-to-play model for Destiny 2. It became a free-to-play game, which meant lower barrier to entry for people who want to play them. It became accessible to a lot of people, right? And this is why I find this interesting. This article about Marathon pricing and launch weapons details leak online. This is also from Insider Gaming, posted by Mike Straw. It says new information on pricing on launch weapons for Bungie's upcoming extraction shooter, Marathon, has been leaked online. These details from a known Destiny 2 and Marathon data miner include details on the game's pricing, season pass, and even launch weapons. Okay. In a series of posts on social media, Colony Deeks says that the game will launch with 2 editions and remain a premium price title. All right. Okay. According to their post, Marathon's base price will be $40. $40. That's US dollars. Um, just out of interest. How much is yeah, that's 60, let's say $60. 60 Australian dollars and $40 US. According to, yeah, which has long been rumored, while the deluxe edition of the game will be around 60. The deluxe edition, they say, will include more skins for players and possibly more. There's also a pre-order bonus that includes a Destiny ship, Ghost, and Sparrow, along with the weapon skin. Lastly, okay, interesting they put that behind a paywall. Lastly, the deluxe edition will give players around 30-ish worth of season pass tokens, though they are unclear what the tokens will be for. There's a lot of uncertainty and vagueness going around with this game. Nobody really knows what they're doing. In addition to the game itself, Bungie is planning a season pass for the game that will be cosmetic only and cost around $10. Cool. Aside from the pricing information, details on Marathon's launch weapons were also provided. According to Colony Deeks, the game will launch with 28 weapons. The weapons will be broken. Okay, I'm not gonna go into all these details. It doesn't matter. But as with rumors, one from usually reliable, please take the information with a grain of salt until it becomes official or Insider Gaming can independently confirm. Yeah, man. Okay. Thoughts. I'll put this on first so I can paint the background. But Marathon has been one of the games that that's sort of been floating around with a lot of uncertainty with the direction of the game and the content of the game, how it plays. They've had a closed beta, closed alpha test or something, and a lot of people did have issues with it. Some people did enjoy the shooting. Obviously, it's Destiny, guys, so they nailed down the shooting, but how it plays and everything, it just felt like a generic extraction shooter, and we have seen many of those before. This is not original like Destiny was. Destiny for the time was pretty freaking original when it came out, and it actually set the standard for a lot of free-to-play games, I would say. But this, it does not feel like a game that makes you go, oh, okay, shit, I'll try that. If this was free to play, however, I feel like I will be way more tempted to actually jump in and try this and maybe spend money on a season pass. That was the whole appeal with Destiny as well. Destiny, they did pretty well when they actually released first one, but then they did even better by moving on to free to play model. It baffles me that they would go with a priced option for this game, even though this doesn't have a lot of hype around it. I don't know if it does. I mean, are you guys hyped for this game? I have been asking around and I haven't actually seen a lot of people who were as hyped for the game. Some people are keeping their eye out, like me. I'm keeping my eye out for this one. But a lot of people who did play the game, they enjoyed it, but they didn't have anything like, it didn't stand out enough, So it's a weird decision for Bungie to price it at $40 and $60 deluxe edition when it should be a free-to-play game from the get-go. There are a bunch of extraction shooters that are of this caliber that are free-to-play. The games like Finals, for an example, or like, think of any other game right now that are free to play, and you got plenty of those in that space. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Pretty weird decision. They knew what they were doing with Destiny 1 and 2 So this kind of baffles me that they have sort of lost the plot a little bit here, you know. But yeah, interesting decision. There's a lot of competition out there right now in this space. So, you know, this kind of extraction shooter, multiplayer online game. So unless you go free to play, you're gonna struggle. You're really gonna struggle. So I'm gonna keep my eye out and see what they're gonna do, because it doesn't make sense to me. Let me know what you guys think, because to me it does not make any sense whatsoever. Anyway, moving on. I have a couple of videos that I want to watch with you guys today. Okay, just a couple. Starting with, we have new Crimson Desert gameplay. I know we already watched the clip just last week with the IGN gameplay, IGN released gameplay, but I think they have like a whole October dedicated to IGN first for Crimson Desert, that they'll be dropping a lot of clips from Crimson Desert. And they just released a new game clip that's called, what is it called? Crimson Desert Golden Star Quest gameplay. So I'm gonna check that out. There you go. I think that's better. Okay, cool. I was just all right, cool. You can hear me? You guys can hear me? Cool. Well, this is the new gameplay. It's called Crimson Desert Golden Star Quest gameplay, which sounds interesting. And I thought we will look at it, watch it together. It's a 9-minute clip. And I watched like 2 minutes of it, and it looks freaking amazing. So I just saved it to watch it on live stream. So let's go right in.
Our latest look at Crimson Desert takes us to an encounter with a giant mechanical dragon called
Look
the
at
Golden
this.
Star. In this section of gameplay, we'll see different glimpses of this quest,
Dude.
which culminates in a big
Dragons.
battle against the beast itself. We'll have more on how this boss was designed later in our
Okay,
IGN First
these
for
guys
October,
went,
but
okay,
for
you know
now,
what? We gotta
sit
give them
back
dragons,
and
but
enjoy.
what about mechanical dragons? That's what they went for. And the dragons are already cool in games, but like mechanical dragons are somehow even more cooler. Like way more cooler.
Just know every alarming event across Delicia.
Every time they release a clip, it's just looking better and better. Like how
You're seeking
It's
a means
so
to
good.
destroy the flying fortress.
I am, yes.
It wasn't built for war, you know. That was never its purpose. Fearing I'd delete him, Hall struck a bargain with Caliban, locked me up, and fled to the fortress where he...
it sounds familiar. I don't know who's voicing
a
it.
weapon. In order to destroy such a weapon, you'll need to acquire Golden Star's power core.
Golden Star.
Yes, a weapon that can rival the fortress itself.
Oh,
With that
what is that,
device,
like a Fallout
we
shelter
can
though?
overload the fortress's own power core.
Bro's about to go outside to
Don't
the
worry about
wasteland.
details. The device on your arm will do the heavy
He's
lifting
carrying,
for
man.
you.
He's carrying a whole bunch of
Just
shit in
jam
the back.
that core into the fortress, and I can jettison Hall out of there.
Simple enough.
If you have an inquisitive mind, feel free to poke around. Plenty of notes, scribbles, and half-finished masterpieces lying about. Cheerio for now.
Alright. Cool. Straight into gameplay. Come on. Go fight the dragon. Oh my god, what is that? I can't read that. Is that English? That's not English. I need water. Whoa, what is it? You are a great sausage? No. Can't read it. I'm not sure whether this is running on a PC or PS5 once again. Apparently it was confirmed that the last clip that we saw last week, that was actually running on a PC played but with a PS5 controller. This, I don't know. It might be... It looks good. Might be running on a PS5 maybe, I don't know. Water graphics. Water graphics. Oh, look at those water graphics. Fish. We got fish. Alright, we got fish. We got water. We got boat. Somebody's gonna say that this is a God of War ripoff. You know, you're on a boat in the water. Or Witcher 3 ripoff. Anytime you're on a boat. On the water looks so good, man. Look at that. Holy shit. Doesn't it? Doesn't it look so good? Oh, skipped. A lot of happening. Man, the world is so detailed. What are those things? If you have played this game, just tell me about it, because I'm so jealous. I got somebody telling me on one of my videos I posted last week that they got to try this in PAX. PAX is an event that happens in Australia, in Melbourne this time. I didn't get to go. I had to miss out on that. But apparently there was a playable demo in PAX for this. I'm kind of jealous. I should have gone and played it. But if you have played it, let me know in the comments. Look at that dragon. Look at that dragon. Holy cow. I mean, I love the fact that they went all out with the mechanical dragon. Like the details of the dragon. That's really impressive, man. Really impressive stuff there. Look at that. Like all the little cogs and wheels and little chains. Instead of, I mean, you could have just easily just, you know, covered it all up in like a, I don't know, like a gold skin or something. And called it like a mechanical dragon. Could have easily done that and nobody would have said much about it, but they decided to fucking go make a Godzilla dragon, you know? Which is awesome. Which is so cool. Swing! Oh. I'm assuming his weak points are like electricity because he's mechanical. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's not that's probably his strong point. I don't know. He's got fire. You can make a fire tornado? Dude. You make a fire tornado? Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. This is so cool. And you got like so many other normal dragons flying around casually as well while you fight the mech dragon. I mean, just casually. Why the hell not? Oh. Ooh, that was so smooth. Okay. I gotta see that again. That was so smooth. The hit animation. Wait, where's my the hit animation? The hit animation was so smooth, like the fall down animation. Look at this. Just oh, it looks so smooth. It just transitioned into like a nicely fall down animation. I have never seen any like animal type thing when you like fight them, like smoothly done like this one, bro. It's so smooth. You can't even tell when the animation transitions. Usually you can tell, right? Where a transition from like being in whatever the stance they are in and into an animation. It's just so smooth. The animations are so smooth in this game. Really well done. Oh! I'm sure he planned to do that. I think that was intentional. For those who are wondering, this is not a Souls-like game. This is the developers have specifically said that this is not a Souls-like game, which I'm very happy to hear about, because as much as I love Souls-like games, I am getting a little bit of tired of seeing the same formula play out with a different coat of paint in every single Souls-like. So yeah, while it does have like really hard boss fights, and each boss fight you do have to learn, study them a little bit, but it's ultimately kind of plays like a fighting game, you know. You have so many button combinations and stuff like that to learn, which is the hard part, but once you do, it's very satisfying. Apparently. I haven't played the game, unfortunately, but that's what people who played it says. And I totally believe them. Look at all the hundreds of dragons flying around, dude. It does a really good job just showing the sheer scale of the dragon, using this like the environments, you know. Like you really do feel how big he is. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dragon. You know, I would love to have a statue of that dragon, the mech dragon. And big action set pieces. I'm here for it, dude. Come on, take my money. This looks epic. This game somehow looks better and better each time I see a new clip of it. Wow. Okay. I mean, holy cow. That was a really good clip, dude. I mean, IGN managed to somehow retain most of the quality with that video, which is awesome. Kudos to you, IGN. But goddamn, that looks so good. I cannot wait for this game. Cannot wait for this game. That is one of those games that was already in my radar. And the thing is, I was kind of like skeptical here and there, but like how it'll end up playing, and I still am a little bit, you know, cautiously optimistic about it, because it has so many systems at play, so many progress systems, weapons, button combinations, like mechanics whatsoever. That's what a lot of people have said, which makes the game feel very complicated to learn. But once you do, so many people have said that it does feel satisfying once you learn it, which is what I'm hopeful would happen, and not that it end up being so complicated that it turns people off. I just do not want that to happen, and I really hope that doesn't happen. But this gets me excited, man. Really, really excited for the game. But yeah, I mean, just face to face with a giant mechanical dragon, man. That's stuff of dreams, and you get to ride normal dragons too, you know. So, and you get to do a lot more other stuff like swing around and fly and everything. So, yeah, it's got a lot going on. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm so hyped for this. This game cannot come any faster. It's literally just shot right up to the top of my list right now. So it'll definitely be one of the games that I will be playing a lot of. So you're welcome. Anyway, yeah, so that's Crimson Desert Golden Star. Let me know. And finally, I do have one last game. This game I kind of came across like so randomly. I didn't even know about this game, to be honest. I actually had no freaking clue. But IGN India posted this on their YouTube channel. So those who has no idea, IGN has their separate channel on YouTube for India. I think they do for other countries as well. So this was posted on IGN India just like 20 hours ago. And it's a game, it's apparently made in India, Souls-like game called Unleash the Avatar. And in the description, it says it's AOS Games, a studio based in Bengaluru, India, led by Varun Maya, has revealed a new trailer for their upcoming game, Unleash the Avatar. It's a Souls-like game inspired by Indian epics. So I literally looked at like the first minute of it, and then it looked so good I had to watch it on live stream, so I saved it here. So let's jump in. Let's jump right in. Okay, cool. Here it is. Unleash the Avatar. Guys ready? Let's go. It's an alpha build, so it's pretty early in the game, but it looks pretty good. I don't think I have seen a game that looks this good coming out of India so far. So this, I would say, is the best looking game that has come out of India so far. It's looking pretty promising. But let's watch. I've only seen like less than a minute of it, so let's watch the whole thing. Cool. Very Indian looking course. Kind of giving a little bit of like Uncharted vibes, like a little bit, you know, in the jungle. Not the dude, but like the setting. Look at that, it's beautiful. It looks so good. I love that sword, man. It's so intricate. The animation, the running animation, everything looks pretty smooth. I love it. Look at that, man. It's so lush. It looks to be like a linear Souls-like game. By the look of it, you're on rails. There's nothing. There's no open areas or anything, I reckon. I could be wrong. Just the look of it. I wonder what the piece on his shoulder does. I mean, it could be like related to health or stamina or something. By the look of it, I don't know. Oh. Okay. They all look the same. They all have the same face.
Hey.
What are they, like zombies? Oh shit. I don't know if this is YouTube friendly, dude. Like, what the heck?
We do not play with the line between life and death.
It's in English.
Bring him back.
I thought it might be in like Hindi or something. I guess they're trying to reach like a wider audience than just India. They're keeping it English, which is a good decision. It looks pretty good. Kind of giving me like Senua Saga vibes with those like weird scary scenes like these ones, you know what I mean? I have no clue what's going on here though. I would like to see some actual gameplay, like combat and stuff. Jeez. He's like a freaking Indian
How
golem.
many times have I told you not to? Brother,
They're twins.
someone's watching us.
This guy's a sane one, and the other guy is he's like a golem. I think. Oh, okay. Whoa. Damn. Okay. What was that? Combat movement feels a little bit stiff. I mean, it's an alpha build, so I'll give them that. Alright. I'm not sure if that was a QTE, a quick time event, or something you get a time into. It felt like a quick time event to me. Yeah, see, that felt like a quick time event. I hope that's not the case. I freaking hate quick time events. They ruin combat. Like, it's more fun if you can time it and do it. Like, you know, do a proper parry and do a counter attack. That's better. In proper Bollywood fashion.
You fight with flair, my child. Your battles entertain the gods. But remember that a true warrior fights with humility and restraint. Flashiness entertains no favor. Gods.
Right. Might be the starting part.
But am I on the right path? Is this violence needed?
The Nistari have been dead centuries. Their rightful place is Naraka. Your actions
I think Naraka
simply
means like
restore
hell.
balance to the realms.
Those water graphics looks alright. The lighting seems a little bit flat around here compared to like in the jungle. Damn, okay. What was that? That was like a Shadow of Mordor kind of like a ghost bow thing. Hey, I'm here for it.
This looks like a good spot to practice my fragmented chakra.
Chakra. Is that you're practicing chakra? You just ignored the last one. Interesting. I think, yeah, definitely the combat needs a lot more polishing. And I hope they take a lot of feedback from like players to improve that too, because it's one thing to make a cool game, but if it plays badly, that's also going to be an issue, you know.
You have made a mistake.
So these are
They will
demons.
be back. Yamaloka cannot hold our kind. Your very presence
Yamaloka
here
also means
is
hell,
unwelcome.
like purgatory.
You tread on sacred sanctuary.
Sacred? You call this sacred? What is wrong with this town?
Small minds like you will not understand. We reveal the truth behind flesh and bones. They are but prisons.
You're just another pawn in Raja's twisted game.
You speak bravely, yet gods tremble in death's embrace. Come, your turn.
The mocap performance, sorry, not the mocap. The voice acting feels a little bit exaggerated, but it might actually work, kind of works for the type of game this is. Oh, that's so weird. like that's so weird. Okay, all right. Bro's too cool. Too cool for this one. Oh, wait, that thing turned into a wing. Interesting. I don't know. It looks good, but something is missing. Maybe it's in the movement, animations. It's on the bar, so when that fills up, you can break. God. Did they skip ahead? I think they skipped ahead. Alright. Oh, I guess they can't die. I forgot. Because this is the brothers' favorite game. They kill each other and resurrect them. So what? How do you defeat this boss? You gotta do it again. Okay. How many phases does this guy have? Oh, okay.
Remember, my child, you are no deity. This is a drop in the ocean of my power. Time is of the essence.
Oh, wow, okay. Bro's playing it way too cool. It's like, yeah, I'm not even gonna freaking touch you. I'm just gonna do this the whole time. Cool. Alright. That's the gameplay. That's it. You can wish list it on Steam. I'm gonna bring that up on Steam and see what other information we can find about the game, because currently doesn't have a lot. Didn't say a lot, but unleash the avatar. Ooh, can't type. Unleash. Hey, it's not coming up. Why is it not coming up? Unleash the giraffe. Unleash the avatar Steam. Yeah, well, it's not on Steam yet, it seems like. Yeah, it's not on Steam. But apparently it will come to Steam, so you can wishlist on it. But yeah, I think it's a pretty cool looking game. It looks pretty polished for an alpha build, but I think they do have a lot more to do in terms of polishing it, in terms of movement, the combat system maybe, and also um, the world details. Sometimes the lighting felt a little flat. It felt a little inconsistent, but overall, probably the best looking game I have seen to come out of India so far, other than maybe that game called Mukti that we looked at a few weeks ago. But yeah, gives gives me hope, man. Gives me hope. Don't know when it's coming out. It's probably gonna be a while. Probably a couple of years. But yeah, good stuff. Let me know what you guys think of this whole Unleash the Avatar game from India. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Today, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Um, what else is there? What else is there? Mm, 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 mm. Oh yeah, oh yeah. One more thing. One more thing. Do you guys remember this fantastic game that just dropped a couple of months ago? Like it was an amazing game. It was made by the same people, apparently the same people who worked on GTA. Remember what I'm talking about? Um, Leslie Benzies, I think his name was, and Build a Rocket Boy. Ring any bells? You remember that game, Mind's Eye? Yeah. So, um, if you remember, you know that game kinda was it kind of bombed, kind of bombed. Everyone, the thing is, everyone kind of saw it coming. You know, Mind's Eye was not a game that surprised anybody. Everyone knew that this game was gonna do, hot dog ass, and it performed exactly as you expected it to. And the thing is, we at the time we didn't really have any idea what the hell was going on with the game. People were speculating
Rated M
that
for
it could
mature.
be, there could be some leadership issues in the studio that's not aligning well with the work, uh, the people who are working on the game. There could be talent issues. Like there was a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. Um, so when when they were showing off gameplay literally like weeks before the release, they were like pretty tight controlled, and like you couldn't even play it, up until the release. They were not sending out any review codes to any people, so dodgy stuff like that, which screamed that this is gonna suck ass, and it did. It really did. And nobody was surprised. Nobody was surprised, and it probably went down in history as probably one of the worst video game launches in history. And then couple of the weeks following the launch, we had a lot of drama around Mind's Eye and the Build a Rocket Boy. Around Leslie Benzies was making comments, and he was defending himself and all that, right? And then it all kind of went quiet because this was done in partnership with IOI Interactive, which makes Hitman games, and now the 007 new game coming out. They already probably knew this is gonna suck, so they got done with the launch, and then they kind of packed it away. It's all done, hush hush. And I think we finally now we're getting sort of some insight into what the hell is going on with Build a Rocket Boy, because in this website called gameworkers.co.uk, there was an open letter posted to the executive leadership at Build a Rocket Boy. So, I mean, when you have something like that, you know what's up, right? You know what's up. You know what's up. And it's got the whole letter posted on this Game Workers website, which is here we are. This is what it is. IWGB Game Workers, and this is the letter. And I thought I'll sort of read it with you because it provides a lot of insight as to what the hell might have happened. Employees and ex-employees at Build a Rocket Boy, Bob, together with the Game Workers branch of Independent Workers of Great Britain, are writing to address the long-standing disrespect and mistreatment of your staff. For years, you have expected them to adapt to your every whim, with those in disagreement being shut down or cast aside. Oof. We estimate a UK majority of 250 to 300 workers across the company have now lost their livelihoods. These layoffs happen because you repeatedly refuse to listen to your workforce's years of experience, resulting in one of the worst video game launches this decade. Whoa, I mean, they're not holding back. They're not holding back. This is, yep. Here are just a few of the many issues we have faced under your management. Lack of transparency and communication. You have consistently failed to effectively communicate with the workers whose expertise the company relies on. Information has been sparse and vague, with you often making radical changes to the way we worked with little to no input from those affected. I mean, I feel like this is like such a red flag when you work in a company, when you are facing constant changes pretty much either monthly or even weekly basis from the management, with literally no input from you, even though you are directly affected by all these changes. I think that is a huge red flag. And in my time, I majored in marketing and I studied business, and I have done a lot of business roles in my career so far. And I've worked in companies that had similar practices, and let's just say I did not last very long in those. I got up and left, man. I got up and left, and I never really have told anybody why, obviously, because I want to be a professional about it. I don't want to name companies or specific people, but it happens, man. It happens way more than you realize, and it's very unfortunate because most of the time the people who are affected by it are actually the frontline staff, actual ground level workers. Unbearable levels of overtime, man. The development crunch. I have made videos about this, really digging into this whole development, video game development and crunching. It's sad. I mean, it's improved mostly in some companies. They're trying to improve it, and some have improved it. Like Naughty Dog, they're literally taking measures to not have crunch anymore. They were notorious for having crunch culture once upon a time ago. So I think people are taking a lot of people are making noise, and there are improvements, but you don't see it everywhere. In the 4 months leading up to the launch of Mind's Eye, you implemented a mandatory 8 hours of overtime per week for every single employee. Time off in lieu was given at a rate of 7 hours back for every 8 hours worked. But many have still not been able to take this time off due to your continued request for extra high priority work even after launch. God damn. Okay. I don't know what to say, dude. That sucks. I mean, the game sucked. Nobody played it. Just let it go. Just let it freaking go, man. Like, write it off. Disastrous handling of redundancies. We believe you have consistently mishandled the redundancy process, causing confusion and distress for all staff. Employees have received misinformation, been handed dismissal notices with the wrong notice periods, and been put in the wrong team so that their performance was scored by the wrong people. Oh man, this is just bad management, bad boss 101, man. These are the errors have potentially resulted in the wrongful dismissal of dozens of staff members. I've been in the victim end of this before, so I totally get this. These and many other issues, some of which have been made public already, have caused pain and stress for your employees. Our experience at the company has been one of burnout, job insecurity, health issues, and the failure of a game that many of us have put years of our lives into. Bob needs a change. CEO needs to take a backseat and allow the skilled people who remain at the company to forge the path ahead. God damn. We demand the following. Okay, these are the demands. A public apology. I can't read. A public apology for this mistreatment of employees and proper compensation for laid off employees. Yeah, that's fair. The option for remaining employees on redundancy notice to either work their notice period or take payment in lieu of notice. A concerted, meaningful, and documented effort to improve conditions and processes within the company, including the acknowledgement of IWGB as a trade union. A commitment to use official external partners to action any future redundancies and prevent unfair treatment. Mark Gerhard and Leslie Benzies, you often refer to your employees as family, but we ask you to consider, is this really how you treat your own? Whew. Man, that's heavy. That's heavy, dude. I mean, they had it coming. In solidarity, 93 Bob employees and ex-employees. 93 people wrote this open letter. Is this gonna do anything? You might ask. One can really hope. I mean, that's the whole point of partnering up with a trade union like IWGB, and trying to post this open letter, because obviously they probably tried many different avenues to reach them and to have them heard, and none of those worked, so they went public with it. So that is my guess, that trying to make a actual tangible change in the company. Is this going to make them change? Probably, because now this is out and about and everyone can see that. They might be feeling a lot more pressure to do this, but are they actually going to make a tangible change that is going to improve as leaders? In my personal opinion, in my personal experience, probably not. Because these people that are in leadership roles, they are very used to a certain way of doing things, and it's kind of like old dogs and new tricks. There's something about that, if you've heard. But yeah, you can't. Not everyone's like that. You have brilliant leaders in businesses and everywhere that knows to do the right thing by their employees and to treat them fairly. However, you do get these kind of people who do everything to just bloat their own ego and to sort of keep their own ways of doing things intact, regardless of how that's affecting everybody else. So I don't know why. I mean, I don't know how to what point this is going to be effective. My guess is they might actually do something on surface that looks like that's a little bit of change, but on a deeper level, it's probably not gonna remain. It's probably not gonna go through like a significant transformation that Build a Rocket Boy becomes one of the best places to work or anything. I just don't think we're gonna get there. There might be some improvements as a result of this public outcry, maybe like the pressure comes from this, but I just don't think it's going to be tangible enough for people to stick around and actually work with these people, because the leadership, unless the people in the leadership gonna change, you just can't expect that to from the same people that are currently in the leadership. It's just not going to happen unless they just, change the leadership. But that's not going to happen because Leslie Benz he found the company, so he's not going to go anywhere. There's a reason why he doesn't work at Rockstar. It seems like, Anyway, what do you guys think of this whole situation? It's such a big mess for Build a Rocket Boy. I feel for those poor video game developers that really wants to do the right thing by the players and actually really want to put their time and effort into making good games, and they just can't do it because they're stuck with really poor management decisions and poor managers and leaders that are trying to control their lives this way. It really sucks, but unfortunately it's the reality everywhere, and this is just one instance that it's become public. Yeah. Anyway, with that heavy note, we're gonna finish up this live stream today. It's a short stream and we already talked about all this, which is great. And the gaming news, everything, it's all good. I'm gonna jump back into Battlefield 6 and I'm gonna be streaming that a little bit, and I'll see you guys in a minute in a different stream. It won't be this one, so I'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Alright, time to power it up. The underdog's logging off. Baby! Thanks for hanging out for laughs, memes, and gaming clout. Even if I tripped, lost, or failed, you stuck around and that prevailed. We checked trailers, spilled the tea, mispronounced a game or three. Call of Duty fails, oh that's me, but the chat laughed along, pure victory. Grab your snacks, hydrate up, don't fall asleep. I'll be back soon with news to peep. The underdog may stumble, trip or rage, but you're the legends who fill my stage. Grab your snacks, hydrate up, don't fall asleep. I'll be back soon with news to peep. The underdog may stumble, trip or rage, but you're the legends who fill my stage. Announcing chat, Jaybeazt is officially signing off. He may try to explain the plot of a game he hasn't played, argue with NPCs about story choices, or get stuck in the tutorial forever. And if someone says something wild in chat, he might go, "Oh mate, don't say that!" Thanks for surviving the chaos, laughing at my fails, and pretending my Call of Duty aim is fine. Catch you next time, same underdog energy, less chaos, maybe. But thanks for surviving the chaos, laughing at my fails, and pretending my Call of Duty aim is fine. Catch you next time, same underdog energy, less chaos, maybe.